Well, if you're not as fired up as those guys, get there fast. Welcome into 5 on your sideline. I'm Corey Miller, and tonight's loaded show starts the only way it can, with trips to the Missouri High School basketball Final Four on the line. Let's kick it off with a great one right off the bat. Westminster versus Ladue for a trip to the Class 5 semis. Would this be Kobe Williams' last high school game? If it was going to be, the Westminster star was going to go out swinging. Ladue swung right back. Samuel Gollner for three from the corner. Fast forward, a minute left. Asher Emanuel's going to hit the three to bring Westminster within 2 points. Ladue's going to hit some free throws. Westminster comes back down very fast. James Alpert, he hits a three to make it a 1-point game. 24 seconds left. They foul again. Ladue misses the free throws. Westminster has a chance to win at the buzzer. Kobe can't get it to go, and Ladue hangs on for the 42-41 win to head to the Final Four. Vashon and Lutheran St. Charles getting together in the Class 4 quarterfinals. Wolverines, they go on the attack early. De'Aaron Hill Jr. spots up from the corner. That's good for three. Then it's Hill dishing it to Kennard Davis. He's going to get a three of his own up top. Lutheran St. Charles had some nice buckets. Dwayne Walker, he's going to get it on the free party from the corner. Then Tyler Stepney, watch this play. He's going to beat the first quarter buzzer. They're unsure for a little bit. Watch the ref. That's good. But Vashon is dominant again this season. Fast break, Andre Aaron. He's going to come up with the finish. Vashon wins 77-45. They head to Springfield looking for a fourth straight state title. Earlier today, other side of the river, East St. Louis faced Metamora for a trip to the Class 3A finals in Champaign. Flyers had the lead early on. That's McKinley Falconer. Nice take to the bucket. Later on, it's tight one. Amori Johnson puts East St. Louis ahead with 2:20 left, but Metamora closed strong. Michaela Rich threw down this impressive slam, but it was too late. Metamora wins 50-43. We did have a nice moment of sportsmanship after the game. You love to see that. East St. Louis did win the third place game tonight. Great season for the Flyers. Let's take a quick pause from the highlights and focus on a team always in the mix this time of year. Chaminade is no stranger to winning titles, but it has been a while since the Red Devils have won, at least by their standards. Their last state championship was in 2016. They have the talent to get back on top this year, but they had a big test looming tonight.
I'm real thirsty to get back there. For me and BJ, it's their third time going to the Final Four. And I don't want to just get to the Final Four. I want to go to state, win the championship game, and so I'm real hungry to get there.
It would be nice to win another one, but at the end of the day, you can't get too far ahead of yourself. We got a really good Troy team in front of us that we got to focus on. If we don't, they're very capable of beating us, so we have to be 100% locked in on them.
Wise words from Coach Bennett. Chaminade knew how tough Troy was, and they were right. The Trojans were ready tonight. Tyler Moore kicks things off with that triple for Troy Buchanan. Later on, Colin Keller, he'd answer for Chaminade, getting a three of his own, coming up right here from the corner. But check out this play coming up. Nice moves from Troy's Jack Fresenden. He breaks the pressure and eventually is going to end up in Charlie Nett's hands beyond the arc, and he bangs it home. Troy was just relentless tonight out of Lindenwood. Andrew Moore is going to spin that one in, and then Aiden Vaccaro, he's going to hit from the corner too. That would be enough. Troy ends Chaminade's quest for another state title. Trojans win 74-62. It's their first trip to the Final Four since 2011. Check out this wild ending down in Springfield today. Luther North needs a three at the buzzer to tie it and go to overtime against Thayer, and Izzy Prude nails it. It's a big bucket. Crusaders win in overtime 61-60 to head to the state championship tomorrow in Class 3. Let's look at some other teams advancing tonight. Cardinal Ritter, they're back in the Final Four in Class 5. They could match up with Ladue in the title game. And it's Principia under Coach Jay Blossom who will play for the Class 2 title against Salisbury tomorrow. The Waterloo-Jabot Hawks could make history tomorrow as well. They play for the State 1A title at 11 a.m. Their coach, Dennis Reeder, has been at the helm since the 80s and is looking for his first championship. The Hawks are coming off a buzzer beater to get to state and a dominating semifinal performance yesterday. Now, they want to finish the job.
Well, it'd be huge for our community and for our school, and yeah, the school has been the kids, the fans have been there all year.
It'd be Coach Reeder's first one, and that'd be cool for him. It'd be my first one, obviously, and it'd be just like everyone's dreamed of this, obviously, on the team, and we knew we had a chance, but just actually having it happen is crazy.
On the Missouri side, the girls will be in action again tomorrow. On the Illinois side, they've already taken care of business. And it was an incredible performance from our Metro East teams when it came to bringing home the hardware.
As Oakville wins the Class 1A title.
The Metro East owned Redbird Arena in Normal last weekend. First, the Oakville girls captured the Class 1A title, the program's first in 23 years.
This community has been phenomenal when it comes to basketball, and just to be able to put our name in that group is unbelievable.
Then the 2A Mater Dei Knights won their first ever title.
As for the first time in the history of the school, the Breeze Mater Dei girls claim a state championship.
Anchored by a historic triple-double from sophomore Alyssa Kirkenmeyer.
She was a monster. She was getting every rebound, getting every block. I heard the fan section, they were yelling triple-double, and I looked up at the big screen in the middle, and I saw it, and I was like, wow, I just did that.
And finally, O'Fallon was also a first-time winner at Class 4A.
And O'Fallon, your 2023 state champions in 4A.
Yeah, the first team to ever do it, like we leaving a mark. Everybody know who we are now.
This team at O'Fallon will be remembered forever.
There are only 4 levels of girls basketball in Illinois. Teams from our area won 3 of the championships up for grabs. Not too shabby.
The Chicago area, gets a lot of coverage, so we just want to make sure that our name gets out there.
To do 3 in one day, that is something that probably will never be broken again.
And while it's history now, the players are hoping to instill that passion for winning in the next generation of Southern Illinois Hoopers.
I think it's really cool because the little girls that are in the grade school right now will be able to look up to us and say, oh, I want to be like them when I grow up or something like that.
Well, springtime means high school playoffs, but it also means March Madness and spring training. We go to Nashville and Jupiter coming up next. Dennis Gates' first year at Missouri was a success before this postseason even started, but now it's even better. After today's SEC tournament game, Mizzou gave Gates a raise to $4 million a year and extended him through the 2028-2029 season. He's their guy. Oh yeah, the game today wasn't too bad either. Gates and the Tigers faced Tennessee in the SEC tourney quarterfinals. Kobe Brown is just a beast, man. He matched his jersey number with 24 points today. Only guy with more was the man finishing this slam, Demoy Hodge. He had 26. This was a great game, but the Tigers turned on the clutch gene when it mattered. How about Nick Honor with that big-time shot? Mizzou wins 79-71 to top the Vols once again and move on to the semifinals tomorrow against top seed Alabama. I love spring training. The intersection of present and future come together, and possibility is all that's on anybody's mind. It's hard not to be excited about the Cardinals' present and future these days. Night game tonight between the Cards and Mets, and why is Brendan Donovan so happy? Well, maybe he knew he was going to blast a leadoff dinger tonight. His 4th of the spring. He only had 5 home runs in the regular season last year. Jordan Montgomery was good on the hill. He gave up 2 runs in 4 innings against the Mets. Juan Yepes got into one. Big 3-run shot to left field. And then Mason Wynn added to his spring highlight reel. This is impressive. An opposite field shot for the 5'11", 185-pound shortstop. He's got some pop. Jordan Walker update. He went 2 for 4, now leads all of baseball in spring training in average OPS hits and extra base hits this spring. Oh my goodness. Cardinals win 7-5. Back to win. If the power has surprised you this spring, you haven't been listening to his buddy Jordan Walker.
And I feel like he will show you that he has a lot of power too. I feel like that's not really talked about in this game, but he can put the ball a long way. And then everything else, is just absurd. He has a great arm, very fast, very good defensively. So, those are, already known. But when it comes to the power, I think people don't know much about it, but you'll see a little bit of that in spring training for sure.
Wise words there. Your 2-0 City SC squad is back in action tomorrow night, and they're only more motivated after that special night at City Park a week ago. We'll hear from the team coming up next.
This 5 on Your Side St. Louis City SC coverage is sponsored by Together Credit Union.
Well, somebody forgot to give St. Louis City SC the message that they were supposed to be bottom feeders this season. They're one of just two 2-0 teams in the Western Conference of the MLS and have a big game tomorrow night in Portland. With everybody fired up coming off the emotional night at City Park last week, the team is chomping at the bit to get back on the pitch. In fact, the training sessions have been extra intense this week. Nobody wants to get left on the bench or worse, off the plane.
Training sessions are edgy, they're chippy, you know, because the guys want to be part of everything that we're doing. So they want to travel, right? So it's been fun, but it's also been frustrating for a lot of, you know, the week, which is a good thing.
The trainings are intense. Everyone wants it. You know, we're not complacent at all. So, yeah.
That'll do it for 5 on Your Sideline tonight. I'm Corey Miller. Have a great night, St. Louis.